Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well today. So, my video yesterday was kind of a rant because I had gotten some really disturbing emails. And it just reminded me of the email I received last summer about another YouTuber who was just picking apart my physical appearance. And so I was, kind of venting about that. And it was really interesting because within that video, there were comments made by a toddler with a gun, a little toddler guy with a gun. And instead of addressing the topics that were brought up in the video, they attacked my physical appearance. And to me, that just shows either immaturity or can't address the facts that are being said because it might make them think that what they're thinking is wrong. So when someone attacks someone's physical appearance, it's normally because they can't either accept what's being said, they don't know how to process what's being said, or it is so far out of their little bubble that I talk about often that it just is, to them, that is an attack on their bubble. So they're going to physically attack someone, which I don't understand. I mean, I really don't get that. Okay. Now, if this toddler with a gun, this little boy, as I addressed him, um, you know, watches a lot of TV or watches a lot of that, they'll see women that are fully made up. And, it's really interesting because the first year and a half, 2 years that my husband and I were together, he never saw me without makeup. Okay. I would get up before him, fix my hair, fix my makeup, make sure that I looked great, maybe cook him some breakfast or whatever. Or even when we were getting ready to go to work, I would get up, get my face made up, my hair made up, either in a ball cap or whatever we were doing. And always before he got up. Well, that is no longer the case. At 55, that is not a priority in my life. Now, I still put a little makeup on, some eyeliner. I have red eyelashes. And, growing up, this is what we did in the 80s. So this is my look. This is who I am with makeup on. I didn't do like a full facial makeup thing, but I accented those places. And so some of these young men see women that are made up constantly and they don't understand that women age. We get older, we get plumper. I'm really not that overweight, even though a lot of people think I am. And that's fine. I'm really not. There's other issues going on. But I do eat healthy. I don't eat milk duds. My God, I don't have enough teeth to eat milk duds. Oh my. So I just wanted to tell that little boy, why don't you go back and watch that video again and actually have something constructive, maybe a debate on what you didn't agree with, or why you think I'm a poser, why you think that at 55 years I don't have the experience that I say that I have, or that I do the things that I do. That would be more appropriate than calling someone names and being a little boy, a little toddler with a gun. So I just wanted to say that and get that out of the way. You know, um, it is kind of a psychological evaluation when you see this going on. Okay. Um, when you see someone deflecting from having to deal with what is set out there as far as information or facts or something that they should be able to look up and figure out, they attack someone. And some people that even claim to be Christian like do the same thing. And when that happens, that's what makes non congregational Christians look at them like, okay, that's the hypocrite that everybody is talking about. You know, growing up within the church, I saw that a lot of hypocrisy going on there. And I was very observant. And you have to understand, I was the only child of my mother, period. I was the only child for my father till I was 15. I was the first grandchild, first female and grandchild born on my dad's side for 11 years. So I had a lot of one on one with older people. I learned a lot from older people. I watched when when it was time to do harvest. It seemed to be the same time that my mom would take vacation with her husband to Florida. So where would I go? Down in the holler, dig taters, uh, do tobacco, which I absolutely hate. Backer, stripping backer, I didn't like it. Um, planting backer, I didn't really care for that much either. Working in the greenhouse, I hate working in a greenhouse. I'd like it a little more now, but as a kid, I was like, gosh, this is horrible. And I was kind of scared of snakes down there myself. I tried not to be, but I was always watching because my grandfather up here was from down there and was like, when you go down there, you make sure you're careful with snakes. And so did my grandma up here because, you know, it's a big thing. And they found a lot of rattlesnakes and copperheads down there in the holler, down on Cow Creek. So when I see people worried that someone's physical characteristics are what should be talked about, I worry about their mental conditions. You know, you've got to be able to deal with the information that's being said instead of focusing on the person's appearance that's giving you that information. Because appearance has nothing to do with intelligence, it has nothing to do with education, it's just a facade. So when you're impressed with facade and information that follows your mindset, it's very hard to see someone who doesn't fit the description of someone that you think they should look like, or they're giving you information that you don't want to deal with, so we're going to attack their looks. I find that absolutely insane. Don't you, little boy? The toddler with the gun? Hmm. I would prefer when I watch someone, and even if I watch a channel where I do not agree with the information, I I don't put my comments in there anymore because they are considered attacks. Even if I'm just saying stuff against the information with reality and factual stuff, those people get upset because they don't want to hear it. And so they attack you personally. It really does seem that the 35%, 35 to 37% of our population really do have mental disorders or symptoms of mental disorders. Um, they seem to be emboldened by putting others down. Maybe a little narcissistic, misogynistic. I think a lot of it is misogynistic when it comes to YouTubers. I think some YouTubers are very narcissistic, misogynistic, and of course, you know, you have this thing about how women should be. Whatever. Okay, I'm pretty much done with that. I'm going to make some breakfast. And by the way, I'm having some fresh farm eggs with vegetables, fruit on the side, and some whole wheat toast. I can't eat milk duds. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. Thanks for listening to this. Bye, y'all.